Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain. Welcome to episode 54 of the First Star Challenge with Everton, and today it is a massive episode. We are home and away against our nemesis in Europe, Paris Saint-Germain. Now, one thing to remember that they don't have Thomas Tuchel as manager anymore. They've switched managers, so maybe that gives us a chance. Maybe it's not quite the PSG we would have liked to get revenge against, but it's the same club, same players, so hopefully we'll get to do that. Now, before we get into sort of the episode proper today, I just want to take just 1 second here. Now, if you may have seen my video yesterday about sort of changes on the channel, you've hopefully seen an ad before this started. I just wanted to take 1 second just to really, truly thank my first ever Patreon supporter, Jamie Stefanovic. Thank you so much. There is a link to my Patreon down in the description if you want to go and check that out. I'm not going to bang on about it because it's not why I do this, but if it's something that you would be interested in supporting me, it is down there in the description, and that is the last we will say of that. But again, thank you so much, Jamie. Now, since last episode, we've had a few games, starting with away to Chelsea in the FA Cup, and oh, we were so close. We were so close. We were actually really poor in the first half of this game. Then we switched to a 5-3-2, so the wing backs but no wingers. And we absolutely dominated the game. They went ahead in the 79th minute. We equalised. They went ahead against the run of play, should have been well ahead at half time. Tom Davies rescued us in the 85th minute. We couldn't quite get across the line in extra time. It went to penalties, and we couldn't score to save ourselves. Vlasic, Stark, and Kenny all missed their goals. It was good to see Tom Davies having a big game again, but otherwise we just couldn't score a penalty to save ourselves. So that was really disappointing. So we did crash out of the FA Cup in the 6th round. Then we went and we played West Brom in the league, and this was much more like it. It was a tough game. They didn't make it easy for us. You can see on the match stats that it was a relatively even game, sort of stats-wise, but we did deserve to win. You can see that in the player ratings. Though Lafont did play well. Terry Cooke got a goal. Nikola Vlasic with a double. And that was job done there. Then we went and played Swansea away from home this time in the league. This was just a really good performance. Bernard with a hat-trick. Now, notable moment in this game, the second goal there was Bernard's 50th goal for Everton. So that's a really good achievement for him. You can see he absolutely smashed it. Had a game of his life. Well, not the game. He's had some big games, but he played really well. And you can see match stats, player ratings. We definitely deserved to win that game. Then we went and we played Wolves away from home, and this was just absolutely stunning. It's the only word I can use. We absolutely smashed them. They only had, I think it was the only highlight they scored off of, to be honest. It was a bit of a wonder goal, if I remember correctly. But Richarlison, Calvert-Lewin with a double, Sanderberg, Tom Davies, and Sergio Gomez, all with goals. It was a bit of a sort of a rested, rotated team as well ahead of the Paris game. Look at that. I mean, Calvert-Lewin, Richarlison, it was just incredible. It was just a really good, strong performance. As I said, that was a rested team ahead of today's game. Now, one other thing I did want to quickly mention here, we do have a new player to introduce you to, Aaron Hampson. We want to have a youth product named after him, so I've gone and done that. Now, one thing, I said I wouldn't mention Patreon again, but one thing that I'm going to do sort of from now on, I don't know how to thank people for donating on Patreon. So one thing that I've decided is that, I forget what tier it is, all the information's on the page, but if you donate to a certain level, then I'm happy to name players after you. Now, I'm not going to take names away from people that already have them. Aaron asked from last episode, and I didn't have Patreon that time, so it's fine. You keep your players as long as this series goes. But just moving forward, I don't know how else to thank you, and this is sort of one of the only things I can do. So I hope that's okay with everybody. I don't know how else to thank people other than to do sort of silly little things like this. So yeah, that's Aaron. But unfortunately, I'm not going to just sort of. Yeah, anyway, it's awkward. I'm sorry, guys. I don't like talking about it. So let's look and get underway here with the Paris game. Let's have a look at the team that we are sending out, and this is it. We're being a little bit more defensive because we know that they're a good attacking team and they're a direct team according to the scouts this year, and they might even be going to play 4-4-2. We don't really know for sure, but that's sort of what I'm expecting. So the fact we're playing with wingers, we're trying to go at them because we tend to be devastating at Goodison. So it's Lafont in goal, it's Digne, Tar, Luis Felipe and Milo as a back four, Witsel, Canete and Sergio Gomez in midfield. We have Vlasic on the bench. Vlasic tends to play a little bit better further forward. Rafinha and Bernard, they are the wingers, with Davie, Selke, the man up top. So they are indeed going 4-4-2. I should say too, there is a goals of the month at the end of this episode. So make sure you stick around. Hopefully we'll have won against Paris, but if not, make sure you stick around to see the goals that we did score, because we scored quite a few good ones in between there. What do we want to say? Is it a calm Just go out there, play a natural game. I don't necessarily want to do revenge. I don't think we're on a good run. Let's just keep it calm, boys. Keep it calm. Calm, we have faith. Oh, this is huge. We need a big Goodison performance here, don't we? It needs to be... We tend to rip... Look what we did to Winter last time out. We tend to be really good, but... Oh, Paris, I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. Yeah, come on, boys. I hope it's okay with you guys about the naming of the youth intake players. I don't... I can only say thank you so many times. I'm trying to think of little gestures I can do. And here goes Rafinha! Oh, what a save. Unlucky for Rafinha. Yeah. All right, come on, boys. I'll try and not forget about the organism of that. Come on. Canente, back post. Oh, it's deflected wide. Is it? Bernard's offside. This was a good, promising start, though. We're not even 2 minutes in, and we've sort of had 2 shots at goal. Let's give it a get creative here. I do think, a clean sheet's a big ask against a team that has Mbappe, Neymar, what's his name? Martinez here. I forget his first name. Lauro or something. Laura, whatever that is. They're a really, really good team. Now, the thing that we do have in our advantage this time is that Milinkovic-Savic plays for them as well. Ousmane Dembele is suspended for this one, so he'll be back for the second leg, which will obviously give them wingers of Neymar and Dembele. So, ideally, we would like to, maybe take a bit of a lead back with us. That's a bit of maybe a deflected shot through for Lafont. He gathers it easily in the end. No harm there. Come on, boys, let's get creative. We've had the better of the game so far, but obviously no goals as of yet from the corner. We did do a little bit of work on defending corners. It's headed away from Milo. It's still there for us. Danger's still there. Danger's very much still there. Oh, it's a lungy tackle. Oh, it's another lungy tackle. What a tackle it was, though. An excellent lunge from Ramos. Milo brings it away. Can we launch a counter-attack here? He's found Bernard. Bernard goes early for Rafinha. This is an excellent chance. Can Rafinha do some magic? Rafinha through. Oh, it's there. It's still there. Canente! The strength and just persistence of Canente there was absolutely incredible. 1-0 to Everton. And what a counter-attacking goal that was as well. Sweeping play. Look at that. And Rafinha, he just beats everybody for fun. It's a nice ball through for Canente. Couldn't quite get muscled off the ball. Kept his head. And what a finish that is past the keeper. 1-0 to Everton. He's 7th of the year. There we go. Excellent stuff. Let's try to demand more. Get a little bit more out of them here if we can. And we come back for another highlights. Throw in there for Selke. What's he going to do? We really want him in the middle, don't we? Rafinha. Attacked clear. Can we win that? We can with Tar. Digne's there. Sergio Gomez. Oh, they're crowding us out here, aren't they? They're not giving us any space whatsoever. Digne. In for Witsel. There's a little bit of space in the middle here if we can find it. Back out for Digne. Digne's deflected. It's come back to us, though. We seem to have an extra man right now, which is really, really good. That's what you want to see from your team, isn't it? Can Witsel roll the ball in? He can there. It's a good ball out there for Milo in space. Can he pick out a cross? Selke's in the middle! Selke! Oh, hasn't it been given? Is it offside? We're looking at VAR. It's called back for offside. How offside was it? Oh, Selke. Oh, it's marginal. He's probably just off, though, isn't he? We won't complain too much about that one. Oh, no. Digne wins the header. It's still going to be with a Paris ball, though. We've blocked that. Sergio Gomez is a good tackle, but again, it's still with Paris. We're forcing them to go backwards, which is okay. Milinkovic-Savic is back there. Header out for Neymar to pick up the ball. Neymar, oh no! Oh, what a save from Lafont. What a save from Lafont. We can't give a shout out just yet. Oh, come on, boys. Come on. Heads on here. Let's get this away. Away! Oh, and again, Tar should head that clear. He does. Can Bernard pick it up? Can we go again on the counter-attack? Bernard, look at the men pouring through the middle. Oh, it's a good tackle. It's a really good tackle, isn't it? All right, come on, boys. Come on. Let's give it a demand more here when we can. I think we have been just about the better team. But 1-0, such a narrow lead with a team with this sort of talent. Oh, we've missed the header there. This is bad. This is bad! Oh, Mbappe with the miss. You do wonder if that's a stroke of luck. I don't know how often Mbappe is going to miss from there. We've done okay. I'm not completely thrilled with the match ratings, but we've done okay here. We haven't actually played well at all there, have we, according to the team analysis? Let's go with it. Maybe just a calm, we're not pleased. Try and fire him up just a little bit. Yeah, I don't necessarily see a need to change anything. We've really limited their chances, really, from corners, haven't we? That one Mbappe chance, the one Neymar chance as well. But, I mean, the sad truth is that they are going to get chances, aren't they? That's just the nature of playing a team like Paris. If we can keep this clean sheet, that is absolutely huge, isn't it? If we could get a goal away from home then. Sergio Gomez in for Selke, around the corner for Bernard. This is nice tempo. I like the way we're playing here. Witsel in for Gomez, looking here for Canente. Look at Canente. Bernard, go yourself, mate. Bernard, it's blocked. It's there for Canente now. Back in for Sergio Gomez. Witsel, we've got a nice run. Just didn't quite see him. Canente, there we go. He's seen the run of Malo. Malo knocks it in. It's headed away. It's there for Sergio Gomez. We've seen him score like that before. Just couldn't bring that one under control. Just hit underneath it a bit, didn't he? Let's try... Do I praise? I don't want to praise. Let's try demand more. Bernard isn't having his best game. We do have Richarlison on the bench, but I just feel like with Bernard, you never know what you're going to get. He could always just pluck... We've seen him, haven't we? Just score goals out of absolutely nothing. Canente wins that ball. Well done. Milo to Witsel. Can he go for... Yes, one more for Gomez. Look at the space in here to run into. He's found Bernard, though. It's a stunning pass. Can he square it? It's got to be! Selke! 18th goal of the year for him. 2-0 now. We are up. That is... Oh, this is looking good, boys. It's looking good. Let's give it a concentrate. If we can keep a clean sheet now. Oh, could this be the year we finally get the better of Paris? It's a stunning ball in, and Selke couldn't really miss, could he? Excellent, excellent stuff. 2-0 up. 68 minutes gone. Oh, come on, boys, come on. And the thing is, Rafinha and Bernard, match rating-wise, haven't had their best games for us, which is absolutely amazing to think that we could do this well with neither of them playing particularly well. Now, I am looking at Gomez. He's looking a little tired there. Let's throw some praise out now. I think we've earned it. The match stats are relatively even, but the highlights have only been one way, haven't they? Oh, if they were to score now 2-1, it doesn't look as good, does it? It looks nowhere near as good. Marco Verratti with the ball. Digne's done really well to win that header. It's fallen for Bernard. It's a bit of a lungy tackle, but he's given it away. Oh, that's gone over for Mbappe's out wide. Now it's in the middle. Oh, decent save, wasn't it? It was over. It was over the bar. All right, let's maybe make a change there. Let's bring some fresh legs on for Gomez. Soderbergh can play as an advanced playmaker. I think... If I'm honest, I don't really want him in that role. Let's just play him as a central midfielder. Just your standard, bog standard central midfielder. Just sitting maybe just a little bit deeper as well. Just trying to protect the clean sheet if we can. We've won that, have we? Berg's done really well. Canente clears it. Not up to anybody, though. Couldn't quite find Selke with that one. Oh, it's rolled in. No, Mbappe, it's a massive save from Lafont. Frenchman on Frenchman, and now Frenchman comes out on top. Excellent stuff. It's still there, though. And it ends. It's 2 minutes to go. Come on, boys. Let's keep this clean sheet. Oh, can we do it? Can we do it? Can we add a third? Can we add a third? Selke! Oh, it's a goal! The goalkeeper's bundled it over the line. Oh, what's happened? It's a disaster. It doesn't matter. It's a goal. It's a goal. It's 3-0 to Everton. We've gone over stoppage time in the 4th minute of 3. Selke, good header. Goalkeeper, what's he doing? What is he doing? It's the Pickford redemption. That's what that is. We gave them a goal last year. They've given us one back. 3-0 at home to defending champions Paris Saint-Germain. Oh, boys, I think we... Can we? I think surely we can't throw this away, can we? If we get a goal in Paris, it's got to be over. It has to be over. Surely it has to be over. It can only be a passionate well done, boys. That was a really good performance. Let me know what you think in the comments, but I think the way we played there, we looked a class above that Paris team, and that takes some doing, doesn't it? That really was a good performance. Now, I did forget before the game to show you the league table too. You can see 5 games to go. We are currently top, but Man City have 2 games in hand. They're only a point back. So it's not as good as it looks, but we are 4 points ahead of Liverpool, so we played Manchester City last game of the season, I think, isn't it? Away from home. Yeah, so if we're within 3 points of that last game, then that doesn't half set up a nice finale, does it? But... yeah, we just need to stay with them. Potentially, they could be 5 points ahead of us, but it's looking okay right now, isn't it? So, guys, what's going to happen now is I'm going to go and I'm going to play through the Brighton game because although we are in a title race, that's not what this episode's about. This is about revenge, and we'll be back to see if we can complete that. Do I play the same team in the second leg? Hi, Dr. Dixon. Yeah, hi, mate. Have you got Vladic's scans back? Right, how are they? Do I want to know? Hamstring strain. Alright, do you know how long? up to a month. Oh, that's a real kick in the balls, isn't it? Yeah, all right, mate. Well, give Nikola my regards. Yeah, thanks, mate. All right, welcome back. It's time to go to Paris with our 3-0 lead. Now, as you've just heard, Vlasic, he's done pretty much for the year. He's out for a month. There's about a month to go. So we might see him if he comes back earlier than expected, but I'm pretty sure we're going to be without him. But let's not worry about that right now. This is all about the Champions League and all about completing our revenge of Paris. Now, just the one game, you sort of saw that was going to happen. It was against Brighton. It was a good, solid 2-0 win. See, we lost Vlasic in the 20th minute there. We brought Danny Drinkwater on, and honestly, he ran the game. We rejigged midfield a little bit, sort of played a flat 3 instead of a number 10 in midfield, and we were absolutely superb. Berg and Danny Drinkwater, after a poor first half, as I said, second half were much better. We got 2 goals in the first 5 minutes and never looked back, so that was really, really good. And what does that mean to the league table, I hear you ask? Well, really doesn't mean nothing, because City and Liverpool both won. Liverpool were playing Manchester United. I thought maybe they'll drop some points. Liverpool won 4-1. So it's a 3-horse race, and both horses are very much kicking and full of fight, it looks like. So it's going to be exciting as the Premier League wraps up. But this is not about the Premier League right now. This is about the Champions League. So let's have a look at the team that we're sending out to face Paris. And it's the same team, to be honest. We played so well in that first leg, I didn't really see a need to change anything. So it's Lafont in goal, Dignatar, Luis Felipe and Milo as a back four, Witsel, Canente and Sergio Gomez in midfield, Rafinha and Bernard go down the wings, Selke goes up top. Come on. So again, they look like they're playing the same way as well. Ousmane Dembele does indeed come in. So that is Neymar's photo. He really does look like he just has a punchable face sometimes, doesn't he? All right, what do we want to say to this? Pick up where you left off. Go out there and put it on a display. Don't allow complacency. Yeah, I think I like that. Just a calm. Don't allow complacency to come in. Let's get a bit of passion going. Try and fire him up just a little bit. Anything, a little bit there. All right, come on, boys. Now, a couple of things I did forget to mention before last game. Well, one thing I forgot to mention. John Joe Kenny is now an England international. He got his first cap. So I always think he's Irish. I don't know why. I just always thought he was Irish. But very much English and very much an English international. And Terry Cooke on the bench today, but he's signed a new contract with us for a couple of years, long-term contract. 15.5 grand a week you're on now, mate. So enjoy that. Let's get this away, please. And thank you. It's not fully cleared yet. Marquinhos still has it. Oh, just over the bar. Let's give it a... What do we say here? Just a concentrate. Let's start with concentrate. I mean, I imagine that they are going to come out at us. I was tempted just to kind of sit back and cross our fingers for 90 minutes, but I don't want to do that. We want to try and give them something to think about. If we were to get a goal, you know, they need a lot of goals. They'd need 5 goals then, so you would start to fancy us. Selke's done well there to hold that up. Bernard gets it in. It's smashed clear. But it's Milinkovic-Savic playing at centre-back. Milo in for Sergio Gomez. It's a nice ball around the corner for Selke. Oh, it should have played it in for Bernard, or go yourself. They're getting men forward here. That's a good ball for Neymar. And they're 1-0 up already. I'm instantly wondering... Usually when we play against a 4-4-2, I like to have a back 5, and I'm instantly now wondering if we do that. Alright, one thing we might do, instead of playing wing-backs, we'll play full-backs on support. Try and keep them at home a little bit more. We'll leave it at that for now. There's no need to panic. We're still 3-1 up for now. Come on, boys, get this away. Verratti. Come on, boys. Come on. Neymar's on another... Oh, he's walked straight through us. And he's missed it. And he's missed it. That was a little bit of luck there, perhaps. All right, come on, boys. Let's demand more here. Let's demand more. And from the corner, can we find one of our big guys up there? It's a header. It's off the bar. Bernard taps it in. We cancel out their goal on the night. And that is the vital away goal. 17 now this year for Bernard, and is that the goal that will send us through? They need to get to 5 goals now. Good ball in from Canente to the back post. Tar with a cracking header, towering header, and Neuer could only palm it out to the feet of Bernard, and that is what we wanted to see. That settles a few nerves, but, oh, they're coming straight back at us again, and it's off the line. Off the line from Gomez. It's still bouncing around our penalty area, though. Canente has it now. Can we launch a counter-attack? Goes over early there for Bernard, and that's a foul. It's probably not a red card, is it? It's probably a yellow. And it looks like it is indeed a yellow card. What do we say here? Let's show some passion, boys. Let's show some passion. Yeah. All I keep thinking is, imagine if we stuff this up. But that away goal should settle us down a little bit there. And hopefully it'll kill their spirit as well. Yeah, because they came in needing 3, now they need 5. So 0-0 in the City-Barcelona tie as well. So City look like they have that pretty much wrapped up as well. What do we say to this? You might be winning, don't let your performance levels drop. Let's say that performance levels actually aren't that good. I'm happy with the way things are going. Do I really want to say that? Alright, let's go with that. Oh, the problem with saying is that I am happy with the way things are going, but I'm not necessarily happy with the performances. And I do this all the time, don't I? I regret not doing what my first instinct is. We'll tell the guys that aren't playing as good as we would expect, so sort of a 6-7 and below, that we're not happy with them. They did look a lot less threatening when we sort of put the fullbacks back to, or the wing-backs back to fullbacks. I can't believe Milinkovic-Savic is playing as a centre-back. That blows my mind. He would walk into our midfield, and we have a good midfield. Alright, come on, boys. This is a decent-looking kickoff highlight. Is it going to lead to something here? If we were to get a second away goal, that would surely be it. Bernard! Oh, it's kept out by Neuer. And there we go. That is the kickoff highlight. Let's try to demand more here. Yeah. Milinkovic-Savic, I mean, he could do it. There's no reason why he can't do it. I just would have thought he'd play him in midfield. Anyway, what do I know? The clock is ticking away now. We're in, 57 minutes, about half an hour to go. They still need 5 goals. That's a good tackle. Maybe a little bit complacent on the ball there by Gomez. Goes long ball over the top. Ball comes in, Mbappe, he can't miss. Let's give it a show some passion here. They need 3 goals as of now to knock us out. That was just a little bit of complacency on the ball, and good ball in. Mbappe couldn't really miss, could he? Oh, here they go again. Are they going to just get... Have we just angered the beast now, and they're just going to come flying at us? Come on, boys. Come on. Concentrate here. Concentrate. Neymar turns and over the bar again. We're not playing well, so let's give it a demand more here when we can. Gomez is not having a good game. We do have options on the bench. Rafinha! It's offside! Qatar, surely. Unlucky, unlucky. I don't think it was going in anyway, so it was probably sort of nothing to gain. He's a mile offside. You could see that first time around. I don't think it was going to curl in, so nothing really lost there. Ball comes in, it's off the post. Can we get that clear? Digne does hack that into touch, and that is the end of that highlight. Gomez, as I said, is not playing well. We have Davies on the bench, so we'll bring him on. Anything else we want to do right now? I don't think so. Witsel on a booking makes me a little bit nervous, but it should be fine. Canente for Selke, and it's just past the post. The sub almost got me overly excited there, but I've been caught out by that before. Alright, can we do this? Can we do this? We're getting close now. We're getting close. 15 minutes to go. They still need 3 goals. Surely now. I keep waiting. Just Pickford's. No one can see Pickford in the stadium, right? We're fine. Oh, it hasn't been our best performance, but I tell you what, guys, we'll give them some praise because I think we're going to do this. Have I praised them too soon? Surely they're not going to score 3 goals in the last few minutes of the game here. It's a good tackle, but still with Lacero. Bernat crosses it in. It's easy for Lafont. Now, that's surely not the highlight. Oh, Pickford flashbacks. Jesus, boys, come on. Clearly, Lafont hasn't seen the game last season. Neymar goes on a little bit of a run. Oh, it's a stunning save from Lafont. Is that the save that just kills their spirits now? And again, from Lafont, claims that expertly. And that is surely it. We've lost on the night, guys, but redemption, revenge, it has been ours. We finally get the better of Paris, and is this now going to be the year that we can go on and win this thing? Selke out to Bernard. There it is. There it is. A stunning, stunning win. Well, it wasn't a stunning win. It was actually quite a poor performance. But yet again, we've got the job done at Goodison. If we could just play every game in Europe at Goodison, I think we'd be fine. You've played well tonight. I'm going to say I'm far from pleased from what I saw from that. That, as an individual performance, wasn't good. I mean, really, the only reason we've won that is because we got the job done at Goodison. Yet again, European nights at Goodison. It is the new place to be, isn't it? But we did get the job done. Oh, that's why they play over 2 legs, isn't it? Because you've got to do it over 2 legs. Anyway, guys, there is a draw coming up for the semi-finals. I want to know who we get, and I'm sure you do too. All right, here it is. It is the draw. We can get Man City, Juventus, or Bayer Leverkusen. Now, ideally, I don't want to get City just because I don't like playing teams from the same league. Bayer Leverkusen are a really, really good young team. They beat Lyon 5-1 in the second leg of their quarter-final. I actually would almost think I prefer sort of an older, creaking Juventus, if anybody. Manchester City, so hopefully not us, that's Juventus. So we've got Bayer Leverkusen, and we're at home first. So we're going to have to, a little bit like Paris, I think, get the job done in the opening leg. But if we look at their team, no, their goalkeeper's an absolute monster. 17, I think he is, 18 now. He's one of the it was either him or Lafont. Well, they were 2 of the big options I was looking at. Leon Bailey's an absolute monster as well. Another good goalkeeper there. You can see we're looking at quite a few of their players. Yeah, I mean they're a little bit like us in a way in that they're a good young team. Typically, maybe they're not as young as they used to be, but that's not going to be the easiest tie. Let me know what you think in the comments. But certainly on paper, Juventus versus City, it would be the tougher one, you'd think, and Everton versus Leverkusen. One of us has to be in the final. Can we get back to yet another final, our second final of the save so far? We came so close, didn't we, at our first attempt? I just wonder, can we go one better now? So what we'll do, we'll be back on Wednesday. What we'll do is we'll come back, I think, given that the Premier League is all to play for here, we'll come back for West Ham in the first leg. Then the next episode we'll do Huddersfield and the second leg, and then it will all come down, hopefully, to a game against Manchester City on the final day, and perhaps, just perhaps, a Champions League final as well. Now, if you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, welcome. And again, if you have enjoyed the episode, make sure you subscribe and ring the bell so you know when I upload new episodes. But that's it for today. I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching, and here are our goals of the month for March. Take care.